Hi, I'm Tamera Kaldar. I'm a developmental therapist in private practice, and I'm also an iPad specialist for kids with special needs.
And I watched you give a presentation in which you talked about some stylus or styli.
Yes.
And so we went and collected a few from your personal collection.
Yes. So we're going to start with our really young kids that I like to use. It's called the Cosmonaut, and it's made by Studio Neat, and it's about $25. And I really love it because it's weighted. Kids, especially those with sensory needs, they love the feel of this. It has a nice soft feel, really easy to use, and I have a really light touch right now, and it's definitely reacting, which is important for young children because they don't always know to put pressure on. Now we've got the Sharpie Stylus Cap, which I love. It's made by More Real, and it's super fun to get in the mail because you get a Sharpie. Look at this great cap. You just put it on. And sometimes with our early learners, we need to put a little duct tape around so that they're not taking off that Sharpie cap, because who wants Sharpie on their iPad? A lot of teachers are going to tell you that they love this because it's got grip marker spaces on it. And these you find around a lot. Kids like them because they look like crayons. It's colorful. If you're in a classroom environment, you might have a bunch of colors so that when kids grab things, you can say, can you use the red one? Can you use the yellow? And you can work on even language development and sharing by asking them to trade back and forth. I will tell you, it doesn't have the weighted features that some of the others do. And for kids, this can be difficult because it feels, even though it's made of some rubber material, it feels a little slippery. And this is why I really also always recommend that we have a wide variety of tools for kids to figure out that they like. We want them using this stuff. Just have a simple pencil pouch that I keep everything in.
Tamera's official stylus tool bag.
It is.
So every teacher needs one.
Yes. Get something colorful so you can find it. And I'm touching really lightly with this and heavy, but I'm going to try a really... This is a great stylus in that look how light I can touch and it reacts. And if you have a child with special needs, you want to talk to your occupational therapist about what type of stylus they think will work best for your child, and work with them on their grip. Okay. We want to start good habits early. Moving on to some of our older kids and adults, I really like the bamboo stylus. It looks like some of the cheaper ones, but it's around the $25 mark or $15 depending on where you buy it. But I love it because it's bright. They come in bright colors, so it's easy to find and not lose. And again, we're back to that weighted issue. So I'm working with lots of kids that have handwriting issues. If they have something heavy in their hands, often they feel better when they're writing. It's got just a nice smooth feel to it, and the weight feels really good in your hand. So everyone wants to be an artist, and the Nomad brush is being used by artists all over. They made a kid version. Don't buy it.
Yeah, I had one. And
they're really colorful, they look cool, but for some reason the bristles are not working well. And I want to point out they make a long version. Today I'm just showing you the short version. Remember, our early kids, it's much easier for them to hold this. And again, for kids with sensory issues who can't paint at school, they just don't want to use those materials or have some motor challenges, this is so nice. Look, you can hold the end of it and we're going to get results. Now they're making art. And you know what else I love, guys? And most apps, you can share. So you can email off some art pieces to their parents, and they've got it. Dads print them out that I have at their offices, and their offices are sometimes wallpapered in their kids' artwork. Moving on, we've got the very fancy Jot Touch. The reason it has Bluetooth is because it will pick up on your touch depending on if it should make a thick or a thin stroke. But I've got to tell you, again, weight-wise, this is beautiful in your hand. It feels so good. And maybe you have an older student who's a real artist. Maybe that kid wants to be the animator. This could be the tool for that kiddo. But it's great for kids that want to play with like calligraphy strokes or do something fancy. The green. And I'm going to switch the pencil and see if I can get a thinner stroke. So look how great that is. Get a collection of them. You know, when you're at the grocery store aisle and something catches your eye and it's $5, that's another tool for your kid to play with. So really think about, just like you have a big art supply closet, think about this is the same way. You need to give them tools.
Just like some people collect shoes, some people collect styluses.
Maybe.
And you
haven't even seen my art closet.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great day.